We move to the Greens and Manuela Ripa.
Yes, thank you. I will speak in German. Wenn wir es mit dem
If we really are serious about the European Green Deal, then we can't pass on the soils. They're essential to achieve the sustainability goals of the EU. They are to a very great extent the basis for our ecosystem. They're the basis for secure food security. Healthy soil is essential to sink as well. So to put it in a nutshell, the soil is something we've got to be very careful with. If it's heavily polluted or destroyed, the next generation will not be able to make it recover. But in the EU, we seek in vain for sustainable protection for the soil. We have protection for water and for the air, but there's no binding EU values for the soil, although it's as essential for our survival as water and air. We cannot allow ourselves to decide that we don't need protection of the soil at EU level. A framework directive for the protection of the soil is the best way of making sure that we have sustainable management of this resource in all member states. I can but call on the Commission to push the importance of soil to the fore, rather than letting it drown in other legislation. And the draft resolution has got to be strong, because there are a number of threats to the soil in the EU. There's no doubt about that. So we've got to mention these problems explicitly. We can't treat a patient if we don't know what illness the patient suffers from. So we need to have measurable objectives and limit values for the soil. Member states should be obliged to prepare unsealed soils. We need to have by 2050, we should have a zero new area use, and we should have a circular economy when it comes to our soil. In order to achieve that, we need a single system to maintain the state of the soil and to reuse brownfields and fallow land. I think that since I'm a woman citizen, I call for all women citizens to have a right to good soil, and to conclude the consequences of destroyed soil are not going to stop at borders. That being so, it's essential that we have a European policy for protecting the soil rather than relying on each member